Hey, what's going on to all of my Scorpios? So you have the Ten of Wands, the King of Cups, the Hermit, the Eight of Swords, and then you have the Five of Swords, you have the Three of Wands, you have the Ten of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, you have the Six of Swords, and last but not least, you have the Emperor. All right. This is for Scorpio, just in case if you couldn't tell by the title. All right. I just want to reiterate it. So, okay, just checking the mic. Okay. So for you Scorpios, you have the Ten of Wands, the King of Cups, and the Hermit. Okay. Now, obviously, the Ten of Wands is about you walking away, being real with yourselves, about your own desires, right? Who you want, what's going on, what you're not getting, and how it's frustrating you, right? Because Scorpio is a zodiac sign that can somehow maintain their own internal frustrations for the most part. I'm not saying 100%, right? For the most part, but they can maintain their own internal frustrations so that it doesn't come out disastrously. So the only thing that Scorpio needs to do, y'all need to do, is to actually take action. That's where the zodiac sign of Aries gets into play, because Mars rules over Aries and Scorpio. Scorpio would later day be ruled over Pluto, but make no mistake about it, Scorpio is ruled by two planets, Mars and Pluto. Mars first, then Pluto. There's no exception because Mars came first. So the thing is that the King of Cups and the Hermit represents how this is a situation where the King of Cups is about, so you continue to so pretty much you let the person know that you're really not interested in them. You thought that you could make things work between you and them, and you're not necessarily happy here as you are getting to know them, right? They're not who it is that you want. So the Hermit is about them letting you know that it's okay, but they really did like you, though, Scorpio. And that they're really kind of sad to see you go, because obviously they didn't want to break up with you, right? They didn't think that you and them were going to actually break up. They actually wanted to be with you because, like I said, they like you Scorpios a lot. So, but the thing is that the Eight of Swords is that they are remaining cool about the situation, and they're not they don't dislike you, nor do they have a problem with the decision that you made. They respect the decision that you made, and they just have to continue to move forward, right? They haven't found the right one for them. Obviously, they thought it was you, but it obviously turned out not to be you, considering the fact that you and them don't really mesh well together. They like you, but you Scorpios decided to leave because you didn't think that this person was your speed. Okay. Um, the Five of Swords, okay. The Five of Swords is about how a lot of you Scorpios also too, kind of some of you Scorpios kind of feel bad for leaving this person. Um, you know, even though they did like you. But obviously, like I said before, this person doesn't do it for you. Now, I will say that you Scorpios kind of have to really watch it for that type of mentality, because you have to ask yourself, what are you really dating for? Are you dating to really get a match, or are you dating for the looks, or that person doesn't have that thing? Um, Now, obviously, there are other variables at play. I'm not going to make it seem like, you Scorpios didn't necessarily have a good reason to leave this person, but I just want to make sure, right? I just want to ask y'all that question so that y'all understand what exactly it is that y'all are doing. So the three of wands and the 10 of pentacles, right? These cards are about how So a lot of you Scorpios, Three of Wands, you move forward, you move ahead, right? You decide not to look back. Ten of Pentacles, you most definitely enjoyed hanging out with this person. But again, you and this person, you didn't think that you and this person would actually have any kind of real relationship. You didn't actually see yourself with this person over a long period of time because for whatever reason, right? And like I said before, there may be many different variables to this, right? Um, you didn't really see yourself with this person for a very long time. So the thing is that the hangman is about how the hangman, like I said, is about it represents a very intense time. The hangman is about how you need to understand that it's about admitting to yourself or coming to grips with reality about what it is that you do not know about yourself. So it's two things. It's either self-admission, right? Admitting to yourself what you already knew that you acted like didn't really exist, or it's finding out things about yourself that you didn't know. And because this represents the clip off, remember the clip off that I was talking about in one of the videos I made talking about the clip off? I got a lot more videos coming, don't you worry. Um, what did I say? The clip off was a very intense time. Yeah, the hangman, which represents Pisces, it also represents the clip off. This is why it is I say that the tarot is a very powerful tool. In the video, the tarot is meant to deceive you because a lot of times people, like to make it seem like the tarot is light and all this other type of stuff. And it's like not all not all of the tarot cards are actually based off of light. Some of them are based off of darkness, like the hangman is based off of darkness. The clip off is a dark realm, as to where the Kabbalah is a realm of light. So um and the big secret is that when you cross over from Chesed to Bina, and you cross and there's a such thing called the abyss, you actually get thrown into the clip off. You actually get thrown into the clip off automatically to initiate yourself as a glimpse in the clip offic ways before you actually climb out of the abyss back onto the other side, which is Bina. So what does this have to do with anything? What I'm trying to say to you, Scorpios, is this is about self-realization. You were denying that part of yourself where you were supposed to be attracted to this person, but for some odd reason, like I said, many variables are included. You decided that you don't really actually like this person long term. You didn't see yourself with this person. And as a result, excuse me, you would rather tell this person that you didn't want to be with them long term than for you to wait all this time. They're happy, but they're really living in an illusion because you're unhappy and now you're stuck with them because now you're in this long-term relationship that you won't actually leave. But the Six of Swords and the Emperor represents you don't have to worry about it because there is someone most definitely new coming in, and this will be somebody that has a lot more power and strength, right? Someone who actually put up that fight that you Scorpios actually love. A lot of Scorpios respect power, right, and strength, and that's one of the things potentially that a lot of you Scorpios didn't perceive this person as having. You may potentially didn't perceive them as strong, right? Maybe when some things happen, they may end up looking to you to solve a lot of their problems. So where maybe they was doing a lot of other things, but when it comes to actually solving problems and doing things on their own, they maybe were a little bit too clingy, and that's potentially what it is that turned a lot of y'all off. Because for any cross watchers that is watching this, Scorpio is a zodiac sign that admires strength and power. Capricorn. So if you out here being too clingy with Scorpio, with Capricorn, they're going to see you as being weak, okay? Because to a certain extent, because they're right. You know, that's called dependency issues, which means that you have internal issues that you need to actually deal with because there's something that you are avoiding, um, that is causing you to not mature, in the sense that you actually understand that you should not be that attached to anyone to such a degree to where it cripples you, right? So you Scorpios were right to leave them, because I would have done this exact same thing, and I would advise you to do the same thing, because if this person is super dependent on you, that's unattractive, right? Because it gets to a point where it's like, okay, this person is relying on you so much. It's like, but what do you know how to do on your own? And see, the thing is that with that Scorpio, that a lot of times people don't tell you, is that a lot of these modern day relationships are actually dysfunctional. They're really most relationships these days, and I can prove this, and I have proved it before, that most of the modern day relationships are actually, when people get together, it's actually codependent, as to where two people are desperately trying to cling on to the other person, as opposed to them having their own parts that they play, right? And that when they come together, they actually make a good match, based upon they have their own systems and structures themselves, that when they combine together, it creates a conglomerate, if it makes sense. So let's clarify the hangman. Let's clarify the hangman. So you have the Three of Swords, the Ace of Wands, the Six of Cups. So this person is going to try to make the Six of Cups. They're going to come back. They're going to try to make one last attempt at trying to get you back. All right. Ace of Wands. They're going to let you know that they've changed, and, they'll do better. But see, the things that the Three of Swords is that if you Scorpios are really serious about, you know, this type of trait that you're looking for, where you want someone who actually brings their own and has their own, and they bring it to the proverbial table, you can't go back to this person, because this person, more than likely is just saying this due to the fact that they're heartbroken, because they thought the world of you, and that's good, but them being too clingy. And then not only that too, but a secret of being clingy is that it actually creates resentment too, because then it's like, whenever it is that you want to express your own power by going off and doing your own thing, this could be a problem a lot of the times, because now someone is so dependent and so clingy, right, to the point where they end up being like a parasite, where you go off, handle your business, and it's like you know what I mean? Like they start making all these calls on your cell phone and leaving voicemail messages. And with each voicemail message gets worse and worse. And it starts to build up resentment. So even on that perspective, whenever it is that I see people out here who in these types of relationships, I'm like, the types, the so-called independent types, or the people who have the ability to separate from their partner for a few hours and do their thing without getting clingy or whatever, there's something wrong with those people too, because you saw the signs, and they didn't do what a lot of you Scorpios had the heart to do, which is to leave them alone when they had the chance. Now they're in a situation where the partner is becoming toxic to them, due to the fact that the partner does not want to deal with their own sense of abandonment and actually deal with that. So let's clarify the Emperor. Let's clarify the Emperor here. By the way, I just want to go ahead and say appreciate everybody out here watching my videos. Y'all, all the zodiac signs, y'all really running the views up, running the subscribers up. Can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Keep doing that. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get to 2,100 subscribers by the end of the year because I already reached my mark of 2,000. Please, 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 please hitting that subscribe button. Here we go. We're clarifying the Emperor. So to clarify the Emperor, we have the King of Wands, we have the Ace of Swords, and we have the Three of Wands. Okay. So what I'm seeing here for the King of Wands is the King of Wands represents how, like I said before, now one thing you'll have to watch out for is that if you get with someone new, I don't suggest this. I suggest if you're not very experienced and if you don't know how to move on, if you're not very experienced, because I will say this, there is some nuance to this. If you are not very experienced and you get yourself out of a relationship, I do suggest you take at least a month. However, there is a caveat to this because we need to keep building on this, right? If you are experienced and you know and you have a certain amount of knowledge and experience, like I've been saying, then there is exceptions to the rules. You experienced people are the exception to the rule where you can go right into another relationship. However, I don't necessarily recommend it. However, if this is something that you are going to do where you are going to meet someone right after that, please keep in mind, King of Wands, you will have this same person that tried to come back, right? Six of Cups, they will try to ruin the relationship for you by still calling your phone quite a lot. So if you know good and well that this is not what you want, I suggest putting their number and blocking their number, okay? Then you have the Ace of Swords and the Three of Wands. The Ace of Swords, the Ace of Swords and the Three of Wands is about because things can go left. I should say things can go terribly very quickly. This Emperor here, this person may come in, but at the same time, let them know from the jump what it is that you're looking for. And if they're not interested in this, it's time for you to leave. Because if you don't let them know what it is that you're looking for, what will happen here is this will be a situation for a lot of you Scorpios where this person can end up treating you like trash, right? And you know what I'm saying? Because they see you as a person that may be chasing after them due to what it is that they have. When in actuality, you Scorpios just want a partner that works cohesively or well with you without smothering, right? But that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe. Peace.